As the House Rules Committee debates terms of impeachment and prepares for a full floor vote on Wednesday, Republicans continue to blast the process. One America's John Hines has more from Capitol Hill.
One America News caught up with Republican leader Kevin McCarthy, Republican Whip Steve Scalise, and Representative Jim Jordan of Ohio, who's a member of the House Judiciary Committee, to talk to them as the vote on impeachment becomes imminent in the House. There's some polling information with regard to President Trump saying that his support against impeachment is rising in his favor.
We have seen that. We've actually seen the polls rise even higher in states you wouldn't think of, from New Mexico and others. And the place that we've seen polls go down, meaning in popularity and others, in the Democrat districts, especially those 31 Democrats who sit in seats that Trump carried, their favorability rate is going down. Their re-election rate is going down. And what's interesting through all this, where I know Speaker Pelosi, she finally admitted that she'd been trying to impeach the president for the last 2.5 years. No facts, but just want to do it. But now they've actually lost members over it. We've had a Democratic congressional member thinking about leaving the party. So I think this is going to do more damage to them and also damage to our nation as a whole to move impeachment with the thinnest, fastest in the history with the least amount of facts that we've ever seen.
This is Mr. Van Drew, I think you're speaking about, right?
Yes, Mr. Van Drew is considering leaving the Democratic Party. We've read in the papers and others, and we would welcome any Democrat that wants to join the Republican Party based upon this new Socialist Democratic Party that had left them behind.
It's a solemn week, and it's a sad week for the House that Speaker Pelosi is putting the country through this with no evidence of a crime.
When do you expect the vote, sir?
I would expect it to be on Wednesday, and you know, they don't have a case. I think they want to move it through as quickly as possible. It's why Pelosi violated the rules of the House, which require that the minority have an actual day of hearing, and they denied us that as well. They don't want the facts to get out. They just want to try to reverse the results of the 2016 election, and they're afraid President Trump will win again. But that's not why you abuse the power of impeachment. It's supposed to be for high crimes and misdemeanors, which they don't have in this case.
The facts have always been on the president's side, but they don't care. It's why they had to have an unfair process. It's why they're moving forward, because they've been out to get this president since even before the election.
There's some thought that the Democrats might hold back their articles until they get an agreement from the Senate to sort of pursue their agenda or pursue their proposal about time and witnesses. Your thoughts?
Well, look, they had the most unfair process you can imagine over here, and now they're demanding that certain witnesses come forward over there. That's the Senate's call. But look, if you're going to bring witnesses forward, then we've said all along, let's hear from the whistleblower. Let's hear from the sources that formed the whistleblower's, the basis of his complaint. Let's hear from Hunter Biden. So we'll see how that all shakes out, but I'll leave that's up to Mitch McConnell and the Senate, how they handle it. What I do know is the process on this side was totally unfair, totally partisan, and it had to be that way for the Democrats because the facts were all on the president's side.
Does Mrs. Pelosi have the votes at this time, do you think?
I assume they have the votes, but, you know, look, the fact that it's bipartisan against, and it's been that way since October, and I think that's even stronger today. And then obviously with Congressman Van Drew looking to switch parties because he realizes how crazy and ridiculous the Democrats have been in their attacks on the president, I think that's all positive for us.
John Hines, One America News, Capitol Hill.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.